You want them to feel the same pain they made you feel, but what if I fucking told you that the point of your relationship was to spiritually awake them, but now because they're not wanting to wake up, they're not wanting to heal, they're fucking suffering 10 times more than they fucking made you. And I'm telling you, you're gonna see how this message fucking clicks so fucking well, because right now they're so stuck on, I don't have to create change, I don't have to do anything different. God, your spirit guides, whoever you believe in, is telling them no. Matter of fact, you fucking will. And these fuckers are literally wondering why the fuck I am so depressed, right? We have Scorpio, Cancer, Leo, Aquarius. Let's dive in. You want them to feel the same way that they made you feel. You want them to put them through the same pain. You want to put them through the same pain. And that's specifically what I'm feeling right now. Right? What if I told you that you don't have to do anything? You just have to let the universe play you have to let the universe do its work. Because I feel like there's an underlying energy of like, you know what you did to me. You're not fucking stupid. You're not fucking blind. So we're going to specifically see where things are. What can I do to do the same thing? Right? But I feel like you need to let the universe play it out. I feel like you need to let the universe do its own thing. You cannot intervene, right? A lot of dissatisfaction. A lot of dissatisfaction over something that you invested in for a while. The Seven of Pentacles. Nine of Cups reversed, the Knight of Cups. When this person came into your reality, they came in offering you a good ass fucking relationship. Te prometieron algo increíble. Like, you know what? Let's fucking do it. Let's go for it. But you know deep down that you were not ready for a relationship. And to this day and age, you're not ready for a relationship. And you know that, right? There's still a lot of healing that we have to do. The thing about it is that with the Knight of Cups and with the Nine of Cups reverse, both of these cards, they're telling you they're doing the same shit to other people. They have done the same shit to other people. You have not been the only person that they have done this shit to, which is they walk into a person, they make them feel special, they make them feel wanted, and when things get hard, they walk away, right? And I want to tell you that they act fucking stupid, and maybe they even are, right? But the Ace of Swords comes in with, right now, we're going to make sure things play out the way that they play out, and we're going to make sure you receive clarity in the situation. We're going to make sure that nothing goes unseen. We're going to make sure that the confusion you're going through, what specifically they have been putting you through or they put you through, won't be something that we will allow for them to fully escape, right? The Knight of Cups reverse and the Nine of Cups reverse, you could be dealing with an individual that they like to drink. I don't know why I feel like they're known to be the life of the party. Like if you ever hang out with their friends, like what's coming out very strongly, like this individual likes to buy drinks for other people, or this person likes to go out every Saturday night. They like to go out every Friday night. Like every weekend is something fun for them. In reality, they're doing this because they are suffering inside, right? So the weekend is like the only time they can specifically forget about a situation. What's coming out right here is very, very, very sad. It's because the reason that they're going through this is because they're scared of them ending up alone. They're scared of them ending up alone. And that's really, really, really sad. So they like to grab onto superficial connections into deep emotional connections because that's what if they don't like to grab onto deep emotional connections because that's what it has to make them grow. And they don't want to do that. They're not ready for growth. They're not ready for that spiritual change. They're not ready for that spiritual awakening. I don't know why I feel like this person could also hide behind religion, right? So this individual is known for probably going to church every Sunday, or I believe in God. Yes, you believe in God, but you do not fear God. Because I don't know why I feel like they were also very unfaithful to their past partners, or they could have been very unfaithful to you, right? Or I don't know why I feel like these specific individual could have like an Instagram full of like nasty shit, right? Like this individual like has a specific Instagram and like they have like a bunch of churches for women, or like, you know, if you're dealing with a woman, I feel like this woman is known for like also having a lot of male gazers, right? But the Nine of Cups reversed, and the Ace of Swords tells me that your suffering won't be taken lightly. Like your suffering will definitely bring in some sort of karma and clarity to your mind and karma into theirs, right? What's coming out very, very strongly is that you really wanted to invest in this person. You really wanted to make this person grow. But for some reason, the more that you gave in, the more that you offered, the more that you ended up being more satisfied with where you were at in life, how things were playing out. right? And right now you're trying to move forward, you're trying to walk away, you're trying to put yourself in a spot where you know for a fact this individual's actions won't hurt you or make you feel unseen. What's coming out right here very strongly with the King of Wands, that this individual, they could be very lustful. You could be dealing with a very, very lustful individual, and that they also seek attention, right? But I'm telling you, it's because they're very, very superficial. Oh shit, the King of Swords reverse. So first of all, they have a demeanor where they act like they care for people, but their relationships are very transactional. I feel like their relationships are very transactional. And I don't know why I have a humongous feeling that they're the type of person that really, like, they have been shown time and time and time again that their connections, their family, people around them are not good for them. But because they're so used to that, they let all that nasty fucking behavior, all that nasty shit completely slide, right? And what's coming out right here is that they're not hopeful about the future. The star reverse, they're not hopeful about their future. And they're not hopeful about their future because they're not really doing anything to change it. So when you came into their life, it's like you awakened something within them. Like they knew that you came in with change. They knew that you were supposed to create some sort of humongous change in their reality, and they got afraid of that and ran away, right? They completely got afraid of that and ran away. And I specifically feel like that's what has them. I want to say that they think about you here and there, or that they're still thinking about you, but they're thinking about you in the way because you know what? For an extent, you were different. You were not the same, right? So not only were you supposed to awaken something spiritually within them, they know that you were supposed to awaken that spiritual thing within them. The problem is because they're so stuck in their ways, they're very close-minded. If you're dealing with a guy, he's very, very machista or very, very machismo. If you're dealing with a woman, she likes to avoid when she does something, right? But what's coming up right here is that you awaken some sort of spiritual awakening within them, right? And they're really not trying to face it. It's like the darkness is coming out, the darkness is being pushed out. So if you're wondering if they're doing okay, I don't see them doing okay because they're trying to fight this specific spiritual awakening that's happening within them, right? And then we have the Devil reverse. I'm telling you, the Devil reverse talks about letting go of toxic cycles, releasing toxic cycles, no longer holding on things that no longer matter. But what I see with the Star reverse and with the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords, that they're trying to fight it so hard. They're trying to stay in the same old toxic patterns, but because their body, their brain, their fucking spirit guides are telling them, you cannot do that. You cannot stay stuck right here, right? They're going through a shit ton of fucking trials, specifically with their soul, specifically with their life. And I feel like they're having problems at work, or right now you could be having problems at work as well, right? And I definitely feel like this individual, when you guys would hang out, they would seem like if they were the happy life, like they were happy, they were doing wonderful. But in reality, the energy that you picked up from them was an energy of suffering, an energy of sadness. And it was because their body, their soul was craving something new, but because they're so insecure within themselves and they don't want to specifically face a spiritual awakening, they're walking away and they're specifically still in those toxic patterns, those toxic cycles, right? So I'm telling you right now, I personally feel like it would not be a good idea for you to reconnect with this individual, because with the Devil reverse, even though their body, their soul is telling them release these toxic cycles, with the Star they don't really see much change, so they're staying stuck right there. And then we also have the Three of Wands. I'm telling you, it's like their body is craving change, their soul is craving change. And to an extent, with the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles right here and the Queen of Pentacles right here, to me it feels like they could be craving that stability that you once were able to share, craving that care that you once gave them, because out of every single person in their life, they knew that you were fucking different and that you were going to be able to provide some sort of stability, foundation from your own soul towards theirs, right? But with the Four of Cups, they're so stuck in these illusions, in these cycles, in these specific parts of not wanting to change and like wanting to go experience life, wanting to forget, that they're not realizing that they're going through some sort of heart spiritual awakening, and they just feel like they're emotionally suffering and they're just depressed, right? So what I'm telling you right now is that if you guys are no longer together and they chose to walk away, they're specifically still thinking about what they broke, or they're specifically still thinking about how they knew that your relationship was supposed to come with change, how they knew that you were supposed to create some sort of amazing change in their reality, but because they chose to run away from it, their spirit guides, their angels are making them face it right now, and they're truly not in the best place you think they are. Take care.